What up? This is your boy, Foot on Backwards, coming at you today with the real stat line for NBA players. To use this as reference for the greatest of all time comparison that I'm going to do in a series of videos. Getting a little bit of sick of the bullshit that I see and got some time to kill, so gonna go over this real quick. First off, a real stat line is a measure of offense, defense, and secondary skill. How I came to get the real stat line is a real complicated mathematical equation. It's points plus assists plus rebounds plus steals plus blocks minus turnovers. Yes, turnovers are important in the measure of skill in basketball and indicates a level of ball handling and decision making. So we cannot disclude them like a lot of Lebron James fans likes to do. And we're just going to do a comparison, see what the numbers are. It's not to hate anybody. I don't hate anybody. I do hate LeBron fans. Definitely hate LeBron fans. I'm a Jordan guy. I love Larry Bird. Magic Johnson was a great player, but he played for the Lakers, and I fucking hate the Lakers. So anyway, let's get to it. Again, points plus assists plus rebounds, steals, blocks, minus turnovers. Okay, this is a measurable stat. A lot of people have it. There are some problems with Wilt and Bill Russell that we'll take a look at and discuss just in a few seconds. Okay, so let's get right to it. Michael Jordan versus LeBron in a real stat line. Michael Jordan, 30.1 plus 5.3 plus 6.2 plus 2.3 plus 0.8 minus 2.7. You get 42. Oh, did I give it away too early? Possibly, but you know it's coming. LeBron, 27.1, 7.2, 7.3, 1.6, 0.8 minus 3.5. There you go, folks. A real stat line indicating who is on top in the stat war. Michael Jordan 42, LeBron James 40.5, and going down. Even though he's having a monster stats year, the longer he plays, the more it's going to go down. You're going to see that's exactly what happened to some other people's choice for GOAT, which is ridiculous and we'll talk about that in one sec. Okay, so anyway, Wilt and Bill Russell. Crazy stats, probably because they played in an era where they were just so physically dominant and physically gifted, more so than all the other white guys that they played with. I am a white guy, so don't get pissed off. All those numbers come out: 30.1, 4.4, 22.9 rebounds. They didn't even keep steals, blocks, and turnovers, so I'm only just speculating on what it could have been, but he could have had 59 plus. Bill Russell, 15, 4, 22. Again, didn't have the stats. He's 43, maybe more, because the block shots, I didn't even know what to put in for these guys. They could have averaged 10 in their early days, and you would have never really known. So anyway, these guys definitely are the stats kings, but they definitely played in the least amount of competition against people who were much smaller and much whiter than they were. Anyway, Magic Johnson, 36.3. Larry Bird, my greatest small forward of all time. He just got beat up. Anyway, he's a 40. Kobe, 33.8, overrated, played too long, should have got out 4 years early, his numbers would have went way up. Shaq, the one who carried Kobe, 37.3, and KD, for the new guys, 37.2, Steph Curry, for the believers who are just really believers, 33.1, great shooter. Tim Duncan, 33.3. Sorry, Curry was 33.1. Charles Barkley, 36.9. Karl Malone, 37.8. So obviously, Tim Duncan statistically wasn't the greatest of all time, but 5 rings kind of, he's a champion for sure. Kareem, because I forgot him, but then realized can't forget Kareem because he was a badass as well. 24, 3, 11. 1 steal, almost 3 blocks, almost 3 turnovers, came out to 40.2. So, again, he probably played longer than he should have. But again, can't really do anything about it. So there you go. Real stat line. Michael Jordan versus LeBron. He's a 1.5 ahead with his career finished, and that's including the Washington years. I didn't skip those out. If you take out the 2 Washington years, Jordan's up close to like 44 or something like that. So, but really, us Jordan fans, we like to include everything involved in the game of basketball, unlike people that are fans of that guy who seem to kind of forget that he has a really high turnovers. For a guy that's 6'8", 265, 7.3 rebounds is kind of ass, really, in comparison to a guy like Charles Barkley. Where was he? Barkley had, I think it was over 11 rebounds a game. He was 6'5", 240. So, really, LeBron, you're an ass rebounder. And you're a little bit overrated in terms of people saying that you have much better stats than Michael Jordan. 1 point and 1 assist doesn't make you a better player. It makes you a better secondary skill player. But again, like I said, pound for pound, Michael Jordan's a better rebounder. And an assist guy assists nobody. The guy that makes the pass doesn't get the girl. That'll sort of preface the next video that I will do. Just sort of breaking down the game of basketball for people who don't like to include everything. The number 1 objective in the game of basketball is to score the ball in the opponent's basket. The number 2 objective in the game of basketball is to keep your opponent from scoring the ball in your basket. Therefore, the 2 most important skills in basketball are scoring and defense. No one makes a buzzer-beating pass or gets a rebound for the win. The next video will be why points are so much more important than assists and rebounds, and we'll get into that. Hopefully it wasn't a really bad video. If you want to tear me apart, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. And peace.